Okay, so welcome to our Christmas edition of the podcast. We have a I wouldn't say a special guest because he is a new member of 5+8. I'd like to welcome and introduce Connor Clifton.
Thank you for having me, Adam.
You're welcome. Yeah, Connor's on our team, and he's actually knows more about podcasts than anyone.
Well,
anyone ever. That's what your resume said.
Well, I do lie on my resume often, so it's not true.
I said that he knows more about podcasts than anyone, and then he was. Jeff just roasted.
No, I definitely did not.
Connor's like, please stop, Adam. I don't like this joke anymore. That was awesome. Well, yeah, just lied. That was that's all his resume was. Just said
It was just lies.
knows the most about. No, just knows the most about podcasts. So no, but that is a good segue into Connor. You have a podcast. You produce podcasts. Give us a little window.
Yeah. So I got my start in college radio and did radio journalism for a bit and moved into the more independent world of podcasting. I love it. I produced a lot of shows for my friends. I produced some shows for clients, freelance stuff. And the ones I've got going now are about Houston City Council and just
That's right.
interviewing creative people here in Houston.
That's cool. What's it called?
Effin' Rager.
Effin' Rager?
That's the name of the...
How do you spell Effin' Rager?
EFFIN apostrophe. I have a sign in my house about it.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, I got embarrassed during a call yesterday, and I moved it all the way over. I didn't realize it was just out and about.
Okay, well, if you want to check out Effin' Rager with Connor Clifton.
Oh, you don't want to do that, man.
No? No? Why not?
It's not bad. It's just like, it's not
But
something.
isn't it about Houston City Council?
That's Emily Takes Notes.
Oh.
And that is about a great activist here in town, Emily Hines, and she attends every city council meeting and takes notes, and then I help transcribe them for an audio format.
That's cool.
Hey, you got to keep an eye on them.
I agree. Jeff, you got to get close to that mic, bud.
Well, I didn't
Hey,
have the
man,
audio.
listen.
I'll be honest with you. Also, I did not know anything about anything about Houston City Council at all.
Oh,
I bet it's a mess.
It's a mess. Well, right now there's like a housing.
How do you get
scandal.
on it?
You run. So there are. Oh my God, Connor, come on! There are 15 city council members, 5 of which are at large. So anybody in Houston can vote for them.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you'll run in your district. So I'm in District I, right here. I believe since River Oaks is right there, you're in District G. I'm not 100% on that. I'd have to see a map, but yeah. So anyone can run. It's just file a petition, get on there, but it is not a full-time job. So you have something else that you're doing other than that, and you don't collect that much money, and most of your money you do collect actually ends up going to your staff or events that you hold for your district. And yeah, there's lots of drama because everyone has an agenda, and there's a section called council member pop-offs, which is where they get to say their piece and what they want, and that's where you get to see like the personality and the politics, and it's really fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's nerd shit.
No, it's not. I don't think that's at all. I don't think so.
I mean, it can be nerd shit and cool at the same time.
Yeah,
That's very true.
I think
Okay,
that's what it is.
openness and tolerance.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just really fun because you can always predict like, oh boy, Councilmember Travis is going to do this again.
Right.
So and also you get to find out. So Councilmember Travis, he's running for a different position. Didn't realize the moment you run, you're no longer in city council. So he makes the announcement, and someone asks him like, "Oh, so you're not there?" He goes, "Wait, hang on, let me figure this out. I'll be back."
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's really funny. Yeah, you just get to see that a lot of people just are very passionate, but they don't want to read all the different rules and bylaws of what it means to be in that position. And that's
Do you remember did you ever listen to Tenacious D?
Oh yeah.
The bastards at City Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Is that kind of what it's like?
Some, it depends on what they're doing. If there's like an issue that I'm on for, so for instance, if they're saying, hey, let's fund bike lanes, I'm like, hell yeah, man. I'm glad they're doing this. But if they're saying like, we need less bike lanes, I'm like, God, they're treading on me, man. I can't stand this.
Are you a bicyclist?
Used to be. Okay. Yeah. Now my bike just can't handle Houston roads.
Because you got hit by a car?
No. I've just got a city bike, and it's a really thin tires, and I need something a little bit sturdier to handle Houston.
I went during the height of the pandemic. I rode my bike a few times into work, which is I don't know.
Kind of far.
It's more just like treacherous because it's basically all the way down Shepherd.
Yep.
And so you have to find little back ways and stuff. But there's certain parts where you have to, be on Shepherd or have to be on Washington and stuff.
Like when you go over the Allen Parkway?
Yeah. No, we don't go over Allen Parkway.
Whatever that bridge.
You go under it.
Yeah.
If you're taking your bike, you go under
over it. I mean, you could go over it, but I wouldn't.
Jeez.
It's just scary.
I go like 60 on that bridge.
Okay, well, don't.
You go 60?
No, he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he does.
Just hauling ass.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So we have an all gentleman office today. Not that that's relevant in any way at all.
Cobalt Club.
Why are all the girls out?
I don't know. It's a coincidence.
Omicron? Part 2?
I don't think so.
We're all going to fart in here. That's why.
It smells like farts.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, was that a drop? Oh, that sounded like a drop. That
is the way I said it, yeah.
He said it like
smells like farts.
Smells like farts.
You cut that.
It's a drop now.
Yeah, you got to clip
for
it.
sure.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that about the guy thing. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we are going to talk about Christmas movies, I think, or we're going to talk about whatever interests us. But we wanted to have a Christmas-themed episode and talk about the best and the worst. And I had no idea there were so many bad ones, and I think it can get super. What's the word for? There's just so many movies now, like with like Netflix and everything. Now there's so many movies that like not everyone knows these movies. Like the movie that Audrey was going on and on about was called what?
Oh man, Holly Star, I believe.
Holly Star.
Yeah.
And on Netflix, and she was so excited. Mm-hmm. She wrote like at least like 200 words.
Who was talking about it?
Audrey was excited. How bad Holly Star is.
Oh.
And it's about a woman who comes home. I mean, it's literally like a Saturday Night Live skit or something. A woman who comes home for Christmas.
She's a failed puppeteer who loses out on a big gig for a soda called Whiz, which is a yellow soda. And then she goes back to her hometown, falls in love with the guy that she didn't have time for back in the day. That's what happens. Oh, wait. Yeah, she wrote her thing. It's about a disgraced puppeteer who loses her big Christmas commercial gig and has to move back home where she reconnects with her childhood crush who now works at a Christmas tree farm. I did all right. It has everything. Puppets, a lobster man mafia, which it takes place in Maine, paintball, near-death experiences, hypnosis, etc.
You moved to the city and you forgot what it was like.
Yeah.
In these small towns.
You forgot who you were.
That's right.
You forgot about family and what really matters.
That's a lot of those Hallmark Christmas movies.
That's all of them.
Yeah.
That's all of
them.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently that one is awful. I guess since we're started with that, we might as well just continue on the awful route. I mean, I think it's a certain. I'm trying to think of like, I mean, now that I've got young children, I'm starting to have to watch different types of Christmas movies, and the one that came to mind for me was the Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell as Santa and Goldie Hawn as Mrs. Claus.
That's a good duo, though.
Yeah.
No, actually, the first one's not bad. It's actually it's decent. It's decent. I mean, they clearly didn't have the budget for a lot of the CGI stuff, so some of the elves and stuff are pretty sketch looking. You know, there's a glitch in the system, and but then I think that one was mildly successful, and now they keep coming out with them. And they're getting worse, but they're definitely not putting more money into it. And Goldie and Kurt are just getting older.
Yeah.
And it's just getting weirder. 2? There's only 2? I don't appreciate the fact checking.
How far apart are they? I'm just curious.
What year apart?
The first one was 2018.
1 year apart?
Yeah, and then the second one was
2019.
18, and then the second one was 2020. So 2
years apart, yeah. So there'll be a new one this year.
Yeah, but you know, when you get older, every year is like aging 10 years. So
Yeah.
Kurt Russell looks terrible.
Exponentially older.
That's right.
Each year.
Yeah, or I just made it up.
I mean, I'd say the first one is a lot better than the second one.
Yes.
The whole premise.
Yes. I think I'm just anticipating a third one coming out this year and it being very, very bad.
What's the premise of it?
It's a super normal premise. A little girl. It's okay. I don't want that. I've got a little girl who believes in Christmas. I think her dad died. Yeah, her dad dies, and so it's her mom and her older brother, and she believes in Christmas. Her older brother's he's all like emo and angry at the world, and basically tells her that Santa isn't real, and she's like, I'm gonna prove it, and then Santa shows up, and then the teenage boy, which is always that's always a good dynamic, like when like the cynical teenager is faced with like a real life Santa Claus. That's a pretty good little entertaining dynamic where he's like, dude, you're a weirdo. Why are you dressed like Santa? And he's like, dude, I'm Santa.
I love those tropes.
Yeah.
I love that. Or when at the end, it's just like a cheeky, like, well, there was a big guy with a beard.
Yes.
Could that have been Santa?
And
Like,
then,
those are always fun.
Some guy like walks out of a convenience store and like winks.
Mhm.
Like, just got like a white beard, but
Oh, yeah.
a red tracksuit. I mean, that's good. Yeah. Oh, actually, okay. So that's my good bad one. Anyone else have one that they think is trash Christmas?
I honestly don't.
Well, you don't like A Christmas Story, which a lot of people do like.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a hot take.
I've never seen it all the way through. I always got bored and just walked away from it.
Yeah, I agree. It's okay.
Whoa.
Christmas Story, the one with the BB.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't dislike it, but
The little
it's not
blonde
like,
kid.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think
Tiny
it's,
Tim, whatever.
This is my. Did you call the kid from Christmas Story Tiny Tim? That is.
He's doing like
blasphemy.
a Marvel mash, like universe.
Okay. Actually, I did just watch the Christmas Carol with the Disney one.
It's so good.
The Disney one holds up really well.
Yeah.
The one with Jim Carrey or the Muppet Christmas Carol? Which one is it?
No, but both good examples.
There are tons of adaptations.
I think it's like the
Old school
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse, Scrooge McDuck.
is Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah.
That was like
that
the
is a
first
good
one
one.
I ever saw, and it's only like 25 minutes long.
Yeah, well, that one's cool because it's like so nostalgic. And,
Yes,
and,
that one
and-
feels very nostalgic, and it holds up, and it's short, and the kids love. I made my kids watch it. Okay. Sidebar. You know what I had my kids watch? I made them watch Against Their Will, and they loved it, and it's so good. Is the reboot of Animaniacs?
Hey,
What?
it's
I
not
forgot about
bad.
Do
that.
you remember Animaniacs?
Barely.
Yeah. I remember it being kind of like pretty risque for a kids show.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. It's like political and topical, and like it's funny. And I was like, this show was so good, and my kids were like, this looks terrible. And I was like, anyway, the best part is they came out with new episodes.
Yeah.
So it's new Animaniacs, like relevant like now. So like it's about like they're like referencing like Trump and Biden and stuff. It's
pretty good.
and it's funny. Like it's legit funny.
What are you watching on?
Hulu.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the Animaniacs supposed to be? Cats?
It's very unclear. They're just the Warner Brothers. That's what they are. They're just Animaniacs and a Warner sister, but they're just like
Nice.
Animaniacs.
Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, they're their own thing.
Yeah,
Pretty
they're
much,
okay.
yeah.
But so you get to be where I am with the kids, and you are constantly looking for shows that you can enjoy and they can enjoy, which is a pretty thin.
There's not a lot of cross, like,
There isn't a lot.
Have they
overlap.
shown, and Gabe, your father as well? So like, have your children shown you shows that you've gotten really into and they forced you to watch?
Bluey.
Bluey's not bad.
Blue.
Bluey's not bad, but Bluey is like the world's best dad, and he makes us look like crap. I mean, he's like constantly playing with his kids and engaging with them. Ugh,
So much work.
it's awful.
He only does it for 8 minutes at a time.
Yeah, he does it, and he's got a cool Australian accent. He's a dick. Okay, back to the show. Anybody else got a Christmas movie that they loathe?
I would say the Santa Claus sequels.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
You son of a bitch.
I think you're right. I think there's 2 and 3 and 6. How many of those are there?
There's 3 of them.
So it's all
Well, first one is solid.
one's good.
Love it.
Yeah, one is good. Good?
I think
Good.
Yeah,
It's good.
Tim
Tim
Allen.
Allen is
Tim
funny in that movie.
I like Tim Allen.
Yeah.
What's the
But you like Tim Allen.
Tool Time Tim Allen?
No, you like Tim Allen pre-Tool Time when he was like he was
like a cocaine trafficker.
he was like in Cabo. He was like at Senior Frogs.
Yeah,
He was like an Art Man Presents.
He was.
Yeah, that's how he started. That's the Tim Allen you like.
He was trafficking cocaine. He got arrested, went to prison.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Tim Allen. Sorry.
Then he became a family man on TV.
That's right.
He did.
Turned it all around.
He did.
What was the movie with Schwarzenegger?
Jingle All the Way.
Yes,
I think
that one's kind of good. Actually,
Sarah loves that one. I think.
That one's kind of good.
I like it.
David hates it. I've never seen it.
It's terrible.
Who's he fighting against in it?
Sinbad.
Yes, Sinbad.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I might be into this. I love Sinbad.
It's Schwarzenegger versus Sinbad.
Sinbad is highly underrated. I saw Sinbad live. I saw the Sinbad comedy show.
Is he good?
He was fantastic.
Oh, I bet he was.
He was fantastic. So I'm you see someone live and they're like really, really good and probably better than you ever expected, and you weren't sure that you were gonna go. Very Sinbad loyal.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Second note on Sinbad. Remember when there was a thing going on the internet that he had created a movie that never existed?
Yes.
Everybody thought that he was in that movie with Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes.
No. They thought it was. They made up a movie altogether. That they said he was in Shazam.
That's right.
Shazam.
But Shaq was in a movie called Kazam, or the other way around. I'm not sure. And people were like on Twitter,
people were dead set that he was in Shazam.
Like, you were in Shazam, and he was like, he tweeted and was like, guys, I'm sorry, but I was never in this movie, nor can I find this movie.
The movie didn't exist.
Also, it's not like Sinbad looks like Shaq.
No.
And also, that's not no, it wasn't a Christmas movie. I was thinking
it wasn't. But I remember when that came, when all that was like coming out online, I was like, oh yeah, he was in Shazam.
It does seem
like
right.
I thought he was in Shazam, but that was never even a movie, was it?
I don't think so.
No, it was just
That's
Kazam.
what they call the Mandela effect.
The what?
Yeah, the Mandela effect. When everybody just collectively misremembers something that happened or didn't. Like the Berenstein Bears and the Bernstein Bears, like the spelling. Everybody thought it was one way when it's actually the other.
Yeah. Everyone says Berenstein Bears, but it's Bernstein.
Or maybe it's the other way. I don't. It's one of the ways.
Also, on that note, the Berenstein Bears you would think might be Jewish, but it's like they're super Christian. Like the whole thing's got like super strong Christian undertones.
I thought you were going to say, but they're bears.
I wish I had said that. No, I was like reading some Berenstein Bears book to my kids, and then like I was like, they were like, Sister Bear said I couldn't do this, but Jesus loves us. I'm like, whoa, didn't see that coming. I didn't see that turn of events. It's all good. That's great. Just didn't remember that part about the about the Bears. Okay, so then let's go to the favorites.
Wait.
What's up?
Before we can go on, but now that we've all collectively exhausted, I just want to see a list of worst Christmas movies.
Could you put that computer in a position that's harder for you to reach?
Well, it's better. It's a better view for David of you.
Oh, that's sweet. You don't have to do that. He has like a water. I wish you could see. Well, you can't see Gabe. He's like, let me push this computer far away from me, put a water in between me and all this technology, and then just play with his trackpad and hit Google ads for the 22 worst Christmas movies.
Wow, why is Tim Allen in there?
Jeff, I wanted to ask, since you don't like A Christmas Story, it got me thinking, I don't really like It's a Wonderful Life.
I agree.
At all.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it like myself as a kid, like I was just bored. I had ADD or something. I was just bored watching these movies, so I just walked away from them. Like short attention span. Like it wasn't entertaining.
My stepdad made me
you
watch.
know what I mean? Yeah.
My stepdad made me watch the original Miracle on 34th.
Yes, my
So
mom made me
fucking
watch that.
boring.
It's terrible.
Yeah, dude. Why would you want to watch
boring.
that?
It's in black and white.
He was like, "Oh, you're gonna love this. I used to watch this all the time when I was a kid." Yeah, you were born in like 1,000 years ago.
Yes.
See, from my perspective, all those classic movies, I would rather watch Schwarzenegger battle Sinbad and Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
You know?
What is Sinbad in Jingle All the Way? Wow, I had to drop anything
They're
down.
both fighting.
Wow.
They're both fighting to get that same toy, for Christmas.
It's like some crazy doll.
Here's Jingle All the Way, number 9 on this
I
list.
think it's like
Just
Power
the
Man.
worst list on the worst.
Just the picture of Jingle All the Way is like, it was like an era for Schwarzenegger where he was this goofball.
Oh, he was kindergarten cop.
yeah,
and all
okay,
that?
Yeah,
Kindergarten
yes.
Cop is decent.
He was like The Rock, like Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah,
walked
The
so
Rock.
that The Rock could fly.
Yeah,
Basically,
you're right. He paved the way.
don't quote him. Did you make that up live?
I swear to God.
He walked so the rock could fly.
Schwarzenegger walked so the Rock could fly. Not to mention the joke that his name is Rock and he said fly. There's a lot of good stuff there. Okay. Yeah, the Santa Claus 3 is the escape clause, which is a freaking awesome.
That's a great name.
And that's where Martin Short plays Jack Frost.
Yeah.
See, that's awesome.
It's
too,
great.
though.
It's so bad it's good.
The second one is really good. The second one is when robot Santa Claus becomes like Joseph Stalin. He becomes like a dictator. I swear, they dress him up in like military
Who's
Soviet.
Robot Santa?
He makes so the Santa Claus 2 is Tim Allen has to get married by
Yeah.
Christmas, otherwise he loses all his powers.
What kind of
So he leaves the
What
North.
kind of concept is that for Santa?
So he
Isn't
has
already
to
married.
No, that's
Not
the thing.
this-
There has to be a Mrs. Claus. That's the clause.
Oh, it's part of the clause.
It's part of the clause.
Yeah, it's all based around a clause. The Santa
contract-
The whole
Claus.
movie is based on a pun.
It's
Yeah.
it's a contract.
Connor just goes, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
It's a good pun. It's
And
the
then
Santa Claus.
they'll eventually have a fourth direct-to-DVD called the non-compete clause, and like they'll just keep mining
going.
that over and over.
So he has to leave the North Pole. He's losing his powers, and he has to get married before 31st. So in his absence, a nerd elf creates a robot clone of Tim Allen, and the robot.
Why'd you have to drop nerd elf? Couldn't he be? Why wouldn't he
He's a
just-
nerd elf.
Is
They
he
give
a
him
s-
glasses, and he talks like this. He's a
Why is
nerd
he
elf.
smart elf.
He's a nerd because he makes a bad villain robot. That's why.
Okay.
Anyways, this robot like becomes obsessed with the rules and turns the North Pole into a gulag, basically. that's the
He
movie.
becomes obsessed
And,
with the rules.
and the robot Santa Claus has like rocket launchers.
Oh, so he's like a
It's like a paramilitary.
cool. I don't know. I'm gonna need to watch this.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean these are There's some
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry Christmases in here. There's a movie just called Santa Claus in 1985 that looks awful. Oh, Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn.
I actually like that.
Oh, I
one.
forgot about that.
I don't remember it.
There's a very funny scene of like Brothers of Famous Folk support group, and it's Vince Vaughn in there, and he's with like Bill Clinton's actual brother. I don't remember his name, but yeah, it's just like all these, and some of the Baldwins are in there, and
No,
it's a
that's
very
funny.
funny scene.
That's
like
funny.
Doug. What's the other name? Doug Baldwin. It's Alec, and then his
Doug Baldwin was a receiver for the Seahawks. I think they have that.
Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen
There's
Baldwin.
Stephen, William, and Billy Baldwin,
Yeah.
as well as Alec Baldwin.
Remember that scene in South Park where he's breastfeeding his brothers?
Wait, what?
wait. When the Baldwin's
Oh,
breastfeeding on the other Baldwin.
That was Family Guy.
Oh, was it
I
Family
think
Guy?
it was a Family
oh,
Guy.
maybe you're
where
right.
he's like, come on, Steven, you're the weakest.
You gotta put some sugar on those.
Yeah.
oh,
awesome.
man.
Put some what on that?
4 Christmases.
You couldn't hear it.
Yeah, turn it
You
up.
gotta turn it up.
Turn that shit up.
You gotta put some sugar on those.
Yeah. No, I understand the joke. I was just saying you need louder. Did I just explain to me? Like,
Yeah, so
gravy.
Set it up.
top 3 worst movies it has right here is Nutcracker in 3D. Never.
That's gotta be
never heard
awful.
of
it
that.
has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nobody liked it.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Wait,
Oh, that was
That is a 5%.
Tim
Isn't that a
Allen, Jamie
Nutty
Lee
Professors?
Curtis, Dan Aykroyd.
oh, okay.
Dan
who?
Aykroyd?
I don't know how you say his last name.
Aykroyd.
Oh, man, that's just-
Aykroyd.
that means he's young.
Aykroyd?
Sure.
Dan Aykroyd.
Daniel A. K-Rod.
I don't think Dan Aykroyd's very funny either. I never have.
No, he's not.
He was
when he-
never funny.
He
and-
was never funny.
No. I
Remember when he
so.
got a ghost blowjob?
Yeah.
Good gravy. What?
In Ghostbusters.
He does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scene, the ghost unbuckles his pants and everything.
Yeah, he like goes cross-eyed. It's really funny.
No way.
Louder.
No way.
Louder.
No way.
Yeah. There we go. Man.
And then Deck the Halls at number 3.
Which is what?
Danny DeVito, Matthew Broderick. It's relying on flat humor and hang on, sorry. Synopsis. Matthew Broderick, suburban dad and Christmas enthusiast, finds a wrinkle in his well-ordered existence with the arrival of
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to read all those.
Oh, I know. They're like competing, putting lights in their houses.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
Yeah.
I do like anything with Danny DeVito, and I would watch it just for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Best?
Yeah.
Wait, did we do best?
No, we haven't.
Okay, good. I was like, wait, am I losing my mind? The thing that comes to mind every time is Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. I'm sure that certain things are going to start. That's gonna be one of those movies that certain things are going to start to pop up that are like, canceled. Like I feel like it's probably got some of that '80s humor. I don't know, but I do. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, 80s humor was some of the best, I think. What?
Expand on that.
Yeah, keep going.
Because, I mean, you really want to expand on this?
I think so.
In the 80s, you could have just random topless people show up in movies.
Yes.
And it was not a big deal. It would happen all the time.
It was expected.
It was expected.
Yes.
It was things like that, things that were like a little bit shocking, a little bit
So-
controversial that would just pop up, and it was cool.
And so now, and that's cool.
It is cool.
I feel like when I think of like 80s movies, I always feel like there's an element of like sexual harassment
Yes.
to the humor.
There was.
I thought it was cool as hell. when I was, I was like 11 years old, staying from home, watching Comedy Central, and then just play these old 80s movies. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is badass.
I mean,
Yeah, no,
I think that continues into the '90s too. Even I mean, really.
it definitely appealed to like a 13-year-old me that's like,
Yeah,
home
I think
after
that's
school,
a
you
good
know?
point. I think there was a 13-year-old boy in all those movies.
And
Don't use that as a,
like in the writer's room.
I think that was their like maturity level.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
they're like self-inserting themselves in.
Yeah, exactly. Like what would a 13-year-old boy think is awesome?
Dude, look at that chick.
Yeah.
I can see her boobies through the window.
Yes,
And you're like-
there was a lot of voyeur, like,
Christmas Vacation had tons of that. Every time he would like look out the window and like fantasize.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was like that one act. Oh no, that was the woman from the. It was the woman from the.
It was Christy Brinkley in the original one that was riding in like the Ferrari everywhere they would go.
Oh yeah, that's in the original one, and then the second one is the girl from the counter.
Yeah, she's working in the mall.
Right, that's a great scene where he's hitting on her.
Yeah.
or and she's like kind of like completely innocent,
And then his son walks
and
up.
he's just like losing his mind. And that's a good scene.
And then he wakes up in the middle of the night after he's like just super stressed out. His family's bugging the hell out of him. He just wants to escape.
because he wants a pool too.
Yeah, and he walks downstairs and looks out the window, and
Yes.
it's just
Yes.
she pops up again.
Yeah, I don't think that it's a nude scene 'cause it's a Christmas movie, so I think they cut it.
They cut it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they cut it.
It's a good movie though.
It's a great. Oh, I mean, probably one of the greatest Christmas movie characters of all time is Randy Quaid's Uncle
Eddie?
Uncle Eddie.
Yeah.
I mean that. You don't know? Do you know this movie?
No, I've probably seen pieces of it.
Really?
I haven't watched all the way.
I think it would. I don't know if it would. I don't know if you know, if you go back and try to watch a movie that you haven't seen.
I think the National Lampoon Vacation films hold up.
They do.
I do too.
I recently watched quite a few of them. I think Casino Vacation is the only one that doesn't hold up 'cause it's like
It was never that good. Though.
yeah, it was like 1999. Why are you making this?
Yeah. That one wasn't that good. You should watch it. But it's Randy Quaid plays his uncle who comes in town. I mean, it's that scene, the scene of them walking around the house when he first gets there and he's telling about his family and what they've been up to over the last year.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Remember when he just touches that little wooden spindle thing? It's like spinning and he just like touches it and he just breaks. And he's got that tight ass off-white
Yeah.
sweater.
No, it's awesome.
And he's drinking eggnog out of that reindeer cup. I mean, the whole thing is just every element of it is.
In the scene where they're walking through the grocery store when Clark takes him out and he starts to try to hit Clark up about how they don't have any money and they're broke and everything, but he's just throwing like 50-pound bags of Alpo dog food just onto the cart. He's actually like 4 or 5 bags of dog food on Clark's cart while they're walking
through. I think one of them is
Old
Roy.
Yeah, it's Old Roy. Yeah,
I think it is Old Roy. Yeah. Cool. So, who else? What else? Elf.
Yeah. We already talked about mine. Mine's Santa Claus for sure.
What?
The Santa Claus. My favorite.
The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Is your favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah.
That's respectable.
No, I don't.
I'm not saying it's good, but I love it. It's just dumb. It's just so dumb and like.
Have you watched
funny.
it yet?
Oh, dude, I watched it on Thanksgiving Day. We watched actually 1 and 2 back to back.
Can you use my exhale as a drop? Because that felt right. Connor?
Look, sorry, Jeff, but mine's A Christmas Story through and through.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Every year I get excited to watch it on a marathon. I think it's so funny. I grew up watching it. It was, as opposed to a movie my family forced me to watch that I was bored in, I thought it was great because I was a kid and I was just really related to the kid because my dad was very similar to the dad in the film, so it really
that dad was kind of money. Like looking back at it now, that dad was awesome.
Yeah, he was a good dad, but he was also just like super stubborn, distant, yelled a lot. He was very funny in that film.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he kind of just the way he comes through at the end and doesn't tell his wife. That's a kind of a cool move.
That is cool.
I mean,
I think my favorite part about it in relation to the dad is after the kid says fudge. And so the mom calls her friend. It's like, you will never believe where he heard this word. He's like, oh, probably his father.
Yeah.
It's like, what? No, he didn't say it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, of course he said it. Of course that's where you hear these words from.
That would be the part you would like, Jeff, is that he wants his gun the whole time. And everyone tells him, no, it's not safe. It's not safe. And then his mom's like, you absolutely are not going to get this BB gun. And then his dad just buys it for him.
Just shows up with
and
it.
He hides it. Mm-hmm. So it's like he thinks all of his presents he's done. And he thinks all the presents are, that depression when you're a kid and all your presents are gone. And it's kind of, also they're drinking red wine at 8 a.m. on Christmas, which is, I like that move. That is a real strong move.
But like the actual gift that he gets, the bunny.
Oh, the bunny suit. Yeah, the bunny suit. Yeah. Anyway, so basically at the end, he thinks it's all over, and he's like, "Oh, what's that back there, son?" And he like goes back there, and it's the gun.
It's the Red Ryder gun.
And the wife is like, "What the?" And he's like, "Eh."
Yeah,
well, that's a good move.
Right? That's a Jeff move.
Yeah. Sorry, I just did this.
Yeah, I just did this. I just did this anyway, and it's not. I know it's not okay.
When does the movie take place? Like what?
It takes place in the 50s, I believe, but it came out in the 80s.
Yep.
He's like, you shut your damn mouth, woman.
I was at the. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, right?
Yeah, no, for sure, man.
I think this guy.
For sure, man. That's cool.
Domestic abuse.
No, I get it. Yeah, verbal abuse is like
right.
It's hot.
Yeah, but he's like, what are you gonna do? Say no? I'll shoot you with the BB gun if you don't shut your mouth.
I don't think you understand this movie at all.
I think he's a bit more submissive to his wife than that.
It wasn't. I don't think he was violent.
But it is the 50s.
So
I got nothing.
See,
I
the
like
movie should be canceled.
I like it. I like it.
Just go ahead and cancel it now.
Yeah, probably. Also, he has the bully. He beats up the bully. That's a good one.
He does. That's a really good scene.
He stands up to the bully.
Yeah.
And he's swearing the whole time there, too.
And he's crying, which is like...
You know what's good about that movie? I'll say what's good about it. What grade is he in there? Like
he's going to be like third or fourth.
He's got to be in fourth grade.
Okay, fourth grade. The thing that's good about that movie, and I'll say this across the board for all movies, is the kids act like kids. Like they actually, like fourth grade kids do swear. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, my third grader just told me that someone dropped the F-bomb on the playground the other day.
They just do it secretly.
Yeah, exactly. They have their own secret code, and they're not like cute and say like super clever things. I hate movies like that when they make the kids too clever and too adult.
Yeah,
and kids are plenty adult on their own. Like they have their own like thoughts and everything that are plenty funny on their own. That you don't need to like try to write these like witty one-liners for kids. I hate that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's very like my 3-year-old on Twitter. It's like my 3-year-old just.
That.
Oh,
you know,
it's always a
never
lie.
happened.
Right, like,
never happened.
Never happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because 3-year-olds say funny things already.
Yeah.
You don't need to make up things with like a moral. Okay. Any other contenders?
I think this is like falls in like maybe top 2 or 3 for me. It does. It's Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone.
yeah.
Home Alone is great.
Love Home Alone. Actually, that was if you want to say what actions are larger than words or whatever the phrase is, as soon as we start decorating the Christmas tree this weekend, we put on I put on Home Alone.
You did?
It's like, oh, we need to watch something while we're doing the decorations.
Yeah, I mean, I mean,
Home Alone's pretty awesome.
I love Home Alone almost just because of the wet bandits in it.
That's the
Yeah.
They're constantly
David is approving.
They're just like
this.
the dopiest crooks like
They are.
of all time, and this little kid is tricking them by setting booby traps for like a paint can hits
But
him in the
they're
head.
scary enough. Like they make them scary enough
Yeah.
for the kids that like there's some real threat there.
But that movie made me
No?
legit like want like because when I was growing up, we had a staircase with 2-story house, had a staircase, or whatever, and it like legit made me want to figure out how to set booby traps. I was like, this is cool. Like, how is this kid making these paint cans swing down, hit him in the face? He's making the doorknob.
Yeah, no, it's
Like,
great.
I was like, this kid's awesome.
But isn't most of that like? I mean, how did they all survive? Weren't they? Most of that was like death that he was playing.
I think in the second one,
Yeah, when is the iron? When
I
did
mean,
he burn
the
his
iron
face
to-
on the iron?
The iron to the head.
that's in the first one.
The iron to the head.
The
that's
second
the
one,
concussion.
we watched the second one after the first one. The second one, the iron, because basically the second one is a shot-for-shot remake. You know, like instead of like the old man, they have an old woman.
Yeah.
And everything's exactly the same. Like you can't believe it when you start like realizing how it's like the same movie.
The same thing.
But instead of an iron in the second one, he gets hit in the head with a bag of cement. And I was like, too far. I mean, the way they shoot the scene, it looked like he snapped his neck.
A 50-pound blow to the face.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think the iron you could survive, but I don't think the bag of cement.
Right, they're probably losing blood.
Also,
concussed.
I think Home Alone is going to take my top list now that you say that, because then I'm thinking about another all-time great character in movie history, Buzz.
Oh yeah.
I guess I'm not that familiar with Home Alone.
The older brother. The piece of shit older brother.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that was kind of like a common theme for movies and shows back then too.
To have a
It was-
really
yeah, it was
he's
shitty older
he's
brother.
so crappy when you go and walk back and watch, like he's the worst. He's the worst.
Buzz.
Yeah. And also Buzz, okay, here's a little known fact that may be made up, but I have it in my head. So there's a scene where he's breaking into Buzz's room and stealing, trying to steal his like money, or he has a cash or something, and he climbs up his wall, breaks the wall, or breaks the shelves, and he gets inside of Buzz's like safe or whatever, and inside is a picture of Buzz's girlfriend, and he has a famous line, "Oh, Buzz, your girlfriend, woof,"
I remember that line. Yeah.
which I never thought about, but like it's a picture of like a sixth grade girl, and so like that's whatever picture they use is a sixth grade girl, right? Like that's kind of, I mean, I know it's just one person, but like that's not very cool, right?
If I remember correctly, wasn't it like one of the producer directors' like son?
Dude,
Probably.
Why? I was gonna get there. What's wrong with you, man? That was the story. Damn it! I was setting it up.
So sorry.
Son of a bitch. And you looked at Connor when you said it. You didn't even look at me. I was telling the story.
Woof.
Woof. Oh, Buzz. Doesn't he use a Michael Jordan cardboard cutout when he's setting
Yes,
up the scene where
yes.
they're having a fake party?
Another.
Yeah, that was cool too.
Man. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Birthday Boys. They're a sketch group, and they have a very great sketch about the neighbor of Home Alone. And it just cuts back to like, Kevin's having a party. Why didn't Kevin invite us? It's like, what's going on over there?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
That's
good.
pretty- that's a funny
good
idea.
concept.
Yeah, it's a good sketch. You should check it out.
That's a good concept. Yeah, I mean, like, what? Why doesn't he call the police? He does. The police come. No, why doesn't he call the police?
Aren't the sticky bandits the police? They show up as
Oh, that's right. He does start as a cop.
Yeah.
Right. His mom calls the police to come check on him, and he gets scared just from the knocking because he doesn't answer. But and you're right. the first scene is the Sticky Bandit in their house as a cop. But I don't know why he doesn't. I mean, I think he also, the other part of the movie that's so great for kids and the reason that people love it so much is the idea of having your house to yourself and being able to order a plain cheese pizza and all, right? Like, I still think that sounds fantastic. And I'm 40 and I like toppings.
You need alone time, man.
You do. You need alone time. Yeah. Okay.
What about the product placement in that movie? That Talk Boy, do you remember that? The little handheld recorder.
Oh, that's in the second one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was in the first one. No? Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
What did his dad do in the movie? Because there's a meme that floats around now that's like, how did he afford a house in Chicago like
it's
this?
Like a mansion. And take his entire extended family to Paris.
Exactly. So what was his job in the movie?
They never
said
probably
it.
sold like VCRs or something. Just like
what?
Just like a random ass job that doesn't exist anymore that like you would never make a living on.
Busted teeth too. The dad, like they don't show his teeth ever, but like you wouldn't notice it maybe in the 80s it wasn't as big of a deal, but like he like smiles like one time and he's got like tiny brown baby teeth. And I'm like, damn, that dad is.
Who played the dad?
He's a guy you recognize from those movies, but he didn't do anything else. And what's her name became a huge star again. I forget her name.
Catherine something. The
Catherine
mom.
O'Hara?
I think Catherine O'Hara.
O'Hara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on Schitt's Creek. And
She's
like
amazing.
all the
Oh
Tim
my
Burton
God, that's
films.
right.
Isn't that funny? And now she's in a new commercial with Kevin Hart, which is pretty funny. I mean, it's a cute little concept.
That sound is all over TikTok. That scene where she's like telling him to fold in the cheese. He's like,
John
how do you
Hurt?
fold it in? He's like, you just fold it.
John Hurd.
Say fold it
Oh.
in one more time.
Oh, his dad is John Hurd, who was also the weird PI in the first season of The Sopranos.
Wow.
John Hurd.
Ugh.
How do you spell that?
Yeah, he's a creep. He's a creep. Well, he plays very creepy people.
Yeah.
So Heard.
Yeah. Yeah, he does play. He plays. Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff.
He's a great character actor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His teeth don't look that bad anymore. We got him
Probably
fixed.
got him redone.
Yeah, you got that Sopranos money.
They looked really weird. Anyway.
The Grinch, by the way,
Okay.
but the Benedict Cumberbatch one,
I've never seen that one.
it's the animated one. It came out like I don't know, like a few years ago.
Oh, okay. That's the anime one. I have seen that one. That's Benedict Cumberbatch. And then what about the Jim Carrey one?
It's pretty good.
I like it.
My daughter loves it.
Yeah.
Really, Camila can't stand it. She hates Jim Carrey.
No, it's really dark. Like it's actually dark.
Yeah, he's like kind of like an evil
Yeah,
guy.
and it's very
He's like suicidal in the movie.
yeah. It feels like I'm trying to think of like a movie example, like almost like it's not Stanley Kubrick, but like there's something like very like menacing about like the camera angles and stuff. It's
Isn't it like a lot of extreme like close-ups and stuff from like underneath angles and
yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Dutch shots and just like getting really into somebody's face. It's very, I like it because, and this is the same reason why I like a lot of Christmas films, it's just they went all out on the set design and the budget and it just looks like Whoville. You are
it
sucked
does.
into
Yeah.
that world.
And the Who's are weird. Like what a Who would actually look like.
Yeah, they're bizarre.
They're bizarre looking. And I think I like it.
Yeah, I like the Jim Carrey one. I love the Benedict Cumberbatch one. He's so funny in it.
So that's a new animated one. Not new, but like how old is that one?
Yeah, like less. I don't know, 5 years at the most.
What's
maybe.
that on now? Because I don't want to watch.
I think it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. I want to watch that with the kids. I think they would like that one. You can't even find. You know, it's annoying because with all these, with all these rights to shows and stuff, and most things pop up somewhere. But man, the original one, I can't find that one anywhere. Like the original Grinch, like the cartoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I never can find that anywhere.
that's a good cartoon.
It is. That's the one I wanted to show him. Huh?
It's great because it's 30 minutes. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. It's also short.
The song is incredible.
The song is incredible.
Yeah. Just a classic, like, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. It's, and the animation in it where he takes that smile and it's so
yeah.
like, big.
Audrey just sent me a gif of the one where he's slithering through.
Yeah.
Because I think I asked her to like check something out. She's like, sure thing. And then she just sent me that.
I read that on the Jim Carrey one. he almost quit because it was like he was going all out in that movie with his like Jim Carrey thing, and it would take 4 hours to put the makeup on every day. So 4 hours of putting makeup on and an hour to take it off.
Oof.
Every single time they shoot.
He almost quit just because he was exhausted?
Yeah, just exhausted and like fed up. I mean, I was sitting for 4 hours every single day where they're putting that makeup on you.
4 hours.
And then you shoot all day long, and then I don't know, man. I mean, it seems pretty tough.
I read the same thing about the Santa Claus. Tim Allen, he was getting pissed and yelling at people on the set because it would be like 5 hours to put up his that scene where he's like, this looks like a little weight to you, and he's got like that big gut. Yeah, he was like apparently like fucking like yelling at people, like going off
because it took so long to get him set up to shoot.
Yeah, and then it was like hot, and he was uncomfortable, and it was just like a long. I don't know.
That's okay. So like that's one of those things that like from.
And apparently he doesn't like kids.
Oh, I love it.
He was like, and the kids thought he was Santa.
Oh no!
Because all the elves on the set were kids, and everybody was calling him Santa, and they were talking to him as Santa.
He was getting so fed up.
And the kids would just like,
I wish
the kids would just come to him, and it's like there's an interview. He's like, look, I like my kids. I kind of like other people's kids, like my friends' kids. I don't like kids in general. And all these kids are just coming up to him, and he'd have to like tell them to like go away, or he'd have to like leave or hide and like try not to hurt their feelings. It's pretty funny. Like a guy playing Santa doesn't like kids.
Yeah, you're bringing so much joy to these people's lives. I'm like, fuck off, man.
I wish there was a behind the scenes, the making of the Santa Claus, and they got like really into that and showed all that.
Just showed him like just like grinding his teeth,
raging out on these kids.
David does.
I don't.
David, you classify Die Hard as a Christmas movie, right?
I do. Well, it's during Christmas, but I think if we're going by what Adam said, like it being about Christmas,
I think it has to be about Christmas.
Then yeah, it's not a Christmas movie.
No, I mean they barely even reference Christmas.
You know who's in a lot of Christmas movies, or just Hallmark movies in general, is the actress who played what's her face in Mean Girls, the one who's always trying to make fetch happen.
Oh yeah,
Sayfield.
Yeah.
What's it? Amanda Sayfield.
Yes.
Amanda, yeah.
No, not Amanda.
No, that's the ESP
that's the
one.
blonde. Yeah.
Oh, not Amanda Seyfried or Seyfried.
Yeah, right. She's like a legit actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like in a ton of Hallmark movies and like Christmas movies.
Oh,
all the time.
Lacey Chabert.
My mom and my sister's thing is that they love to watch like shitty Hallmark Christmas movies together during like this time of the year, and she's in like half of them.
Is she really?
Oh my god,
Good for her.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta work, man.
Also, I want to toss an honorable mention for my wife. Inez's one of her favorite Christmas movies is the Barbie Nutcracker.
Oh my god, that is trash. Who's what?
The Barbie Nutcracker.
I know who likes this.
Inez. And
is it a cartoon?
It's a really old animated Barbie movie from like 2003 or something like that, or like back when like computers were first putting out digital movies, like
digital.
That's gonna look like
awful.
It's awful.
Like you're in the metaverse.
They will karaoke sing one of the songs from the movie. Yeah,
I've never heard of it.
It's bad. They love it though.
Oh man,
everyone just looks like this. They're like, oh, I'm the Nutcracker.
Doing some kind of weird drugs.
I like that they move like dolls. That's funny.
So if we had to give our full endorsement as a group, collectively,
okay,
what would we vote as the best Christmas movie of all time? Huh?
I mean, it may be Connor's pick. Just that's probably the most.
No, not what this group thinks. So like it basically like here's how we'll do it officially, so that we can come out strong and just say definitively the best Christmas movie of all time. We'll do a what's that called with voting? A ranked voting.
Ranked voting.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do it real simple on the fly. 1, 2, 3. 1. So third place gets 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
First place gets 3 points.
Yeah, sure. 1 point, 2 point.
Then we can put a cap on this. I would say I'm gonna flip and go Home Alone 1, Christmas Vacation 2, and Elf 3. Those are my 3, 2, 1.
Mine is Santa Claus 1, Elf 2. Home Alone 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that puts Elf and Home Alone.
Tied.
No, Elf has 3 points. Home Alone has 4
We need to
points.
write this down.
I'm gonna do it in my head.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with it. I can do it.
I'm gonna go with A Christmas Story, obviously. A Muppet Christmas Carol,
Oh, I love a Muppet Christmas Carol.
and then I'll do Elf as well.
Okay, so now Elf is now tied with Home Alone with 4 points. 3, and I think I made it. Wait, no, you gave it sec too.
I gave it second.
Yeah, and I gave it third. So yeah, 4. Ade? David, you have yours?
Yeah, I have mine.
No, I just want to I was just telling him. Go ahead.
I would say Muppet Christmas Story or
Muppet.
Christmas Carol.
Wow,
sorry.
number 1.
Not number 1. Sorry.
Oh,
That's
third.
number 3.
Oh, okay.
Home Alone,
2.
and then Elf 1.
Wow. Okay, so 6 points for Home Alone and 7 points. I don't know. I like trusting Connor to follow this with me.
Yeah,
You with me?
I mean, it doesn't matter. They're not getting awards, right?
Connor?
Oh, my bad.
Can we pause for a
Oh,
second?
my bad.
David, go ahead. Go ahead, David.
Third, A Christmas Story.
Mm-hmm.
2 would be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
And 1 would be Elf.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So Elf's running away with it. It's got 10.
Yeah.
Home Alone was, I think it's 6.
It was at 6. And then did he give Home Alone any points? No.
Christmas Story.
No, he gave
one.
Home Alone no
Okay.
points.
Okay.
We might have to do some base camping involved with gals. Christmas Story had a couple votes.
4 points.
Muppet had a couple votes.
And Christmas Vacation had some points.
Yeah. Christmas Vacation, I gave it second and someone else gave it. You gave it. No?
No, I didn't put it
No,
up
then it
there.
didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't give it any, did you?
No.
Then no. Or did you? Oh, David did.
David.
I'm going to put it as 1.
Okay, so that's 7 for Christmas Vacation then. Alex. Come here, buddy.
So I'll do Christmas Vacation as 1. Home Alone is 2. And then I'm going to go Jingle All the Way as 3.
What the hell?
All right.
It's the ultimate. He puts forth the ultimate effort in trying to get the present that his kid wants. Where he's battling the mailman.
Alex, top 3 Christmas movies.
I'm gonna go with Grinch in there.
Which one?
Jim Carrey.
Okay, Jim Carrey Grinch. Nice.
okay.
Is that 3 or 2 or 1? You're not sure. Here,
Not
I'll let you do.
sure.
I'll let you do 3. Then you can order them.
Okay.
Your 3 favorites. Alex said this is.
Throw some out there.
Okay, so right now we've got Elf, we've got Christmas Vacation, we've got
Home Alone.
Christmas Story, Home Alone, Muppet Christmas Carol,
All the Santa Claus movies.
all Santa Claus with Tim Allen, Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way is in there for me too.
Wow! Wow!
It's a good movie.
Sarah,
down.
Yeah.
Sarah loves
Oh, he
it.
loves it.
And then you got Phil Hartman in there.
Phil Hartman's in it? I never
It's
seen it.
it's a good movie. It's a good fun movie to watch.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
So should I watch that with the kids then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would like it.
Oh, nice. All right, I love it.
And you got to go Home Alone.
Okay, so now you've got Home Alone, Jingle All the Way, and Grinch.
Yeah.
Now order them.
Do Grinch. Home Alone 3, and then number 2, Jingle All the Way.
Grinch 1.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll come out with our definitive lists soon as we post these. And anybody have anything else to say before we go? Gabe, you want to say anything weird? What did he do earlier?
Yeah, he started talking about
Jeez, what a jackass.
How did we get there from Christmas?
I don't know. dude.
Christmas
He
Story.
wedged it in there.
the dad in A Christmas
He
Story.
just heard
was
1950s and he's just like,
was-
oh,
was
yeah.
just
Remember
abused.
when you could do that?
just abusive verbally and mentally to his family.
Not at all the same movie.
Can you take us out with some Christmas music? Yeah. We only have the one song, right? Will you put it on? It's a Christmas song. I'm positive. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Have a good one. Be safe.